It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Tuesday, the 5th of October. I'm Michael Groff. An active weather pattern around here today with low pressure crossing the state, leading to a chance of showers, thunderstorms, maybe even a few strong storms in spots today. Then we'll quiet down tomorrow and Thursday, another small chance of rain Friday. The weekend looks pretty good, and then a major weather pattern change coming in here for next week that could bring the coolest temperatures we've had so far this fall season. All right, let's talk about it. First, yesterday in the valley, 98 degrees was the afternoon high, 74 was the morning low, and yes, there were a few spots across the state that did touch that century mark. The normal high, 94, the normal low, 71, and we did pick up a trace of rain officially at Sky Harbor Airport. Looking out there now at 5:35 a.m., cloudy sky around. We've got some light showers going on and even a few rumbles of thunder out there. Sitting at 75 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point at 57, relative humidity 54%, the wind from the west-southwest at 10 miles per hour, and the barometer is rising. The upper air look shows an area of low pressure coming into the southwest, and it's beginning to orient in a negative tilt fashion as it does, and that means the best diffluent flow aloft, the most dynamic support, will be coming right over Arizona today as that system moves on in. It will be weakening as it crosses our area, making that transition to more of an open wave type system, but still, it should be potent enough to kick off some showers and storms. Here's the watch warning map. Things fairly quiet across the country, some scattered pockets of dense fog advisories, and we still have flash flood watches over parts of the deep south, mainly across Alabama, where some more heavy rain is expected today. The convective outlook, we do have that marginal risk of severe storms over sections of Mississippi and Alabama, and here in Arizona, a marginal risk of severe storms extending from the west central deserts through greater Phoenix up to Sedona, Flagstaff, Prescott, Payson, and down into the southeastern sections of the state today. And yes, there could be a few storms that produce some strong, damaging straight-line winds, some large hail, and can't even rule out an isolated tornado or two. And taking a look at the probabilistic output from the SPC, there is that 2% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of a given point in that zone just to the north of Phoenix today. And that might clip down into far northern Maricopa County up into parts of Yavapai and Coconino. And so we're not saying there's going to be a tornado, but conditions are at least marginally favorable for a brief little spin-up tornado in that area. It's not uncommon to see that this time of year. And as we check the tropics and the Atlantic, things are quieting down out here. We still have that wave east of the Bahamas. That probably doesn't become anything. And then off of this graphic, but up there in the North Atlantic, we still have Sam, but that has now become a post-tropical cyclone. And this will bring quite a bit of precipitation and some strong winds to Iceland by this weekend. And here's the precipitation outlook. This is valid through next Tuesday morning from the WPC. Rain amounts in Phoenix generally less than 1/4 of an inch. Some spots hardly seeing anything at all. Heavier totals across northern Arizona with a couple of opportunities for rain looking ahead here. And we'll talk about what's going on with this weather pattern. And it's an interesting one as we get to modeling. Here we go. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. There's that area of low pressure coming into the southwest. It will become more of an open wave, but going negative tilt as it does. So that puts Arizona under a diffluent flow aloft. So that's a pretty good setup for dynamic support and forcing the air parcels to freely rise to form scattered showers and storms. That's what we'll see down at the surface today. Kind of a mostly cloudy day, widely scattered to scattered showers and thunderstorms off and on. It's certainly not going to rain all day, and we will see the sun at times today, and that will help to further destabilize the atmosphere if we do. High temperatures this afternoon here in Phoenix, upper 80s to low 90s, so not quite as warm as what we've seen in recent days. Now, the best dynamic support and upper forcing, as mentioned, will be just to the north and west of us today, and we see that as we take a look at the CAMs, our convective allowing models, some of the atmospheric parameters at play. This is the bulk shear this afternoon, and you can see the strongest winds through the atmospheric column cutting across parts of La Paz, northwest Maricopa, up into Yavapai, Coconino, and then just to the east and northeast of Phoenix as well. This is the significant tornado parameter. This is a graphic we don't show on these videos very often. There's really no need to. You can see amounts are pushing up there toward 2 or 2.5 units across parts of the state today. And any non-zero number in Arizona becomes a little bit eyebrow-raising, especially amounts over 1 unit. And we do see that. And again, this does not mean there will be a tornado. It just means that the conditions are about as favorable as they ever get here for an isolated little brief spin-up tornado. And this is the simulated radar product this afternoon at 2 o'clock. And you can see a few discrete cells here popping up across south central Arizona. The better concentration of storms will obviously be just to the northwest of us in parts of La Paz, Mojave, Yavapai, and Coconino counties, and then some over there in eastern Arizona as well. But I do expect to see a few more storms than what's represented here in the south central deserts this afternoon as well. And we'll really geek out here. We like to do this from time to time in these type of situations. This is a forecast sounding coming off of the RAP, which is another one of our convective allowing models. And this shows a southeasterly wind at the surface, veering around toward the southwest and west as you go up through the atmospheric column. D-cape values, it's our down shear cape, well over 1,000 joules per kilogram. And that indicates with that somewhat drier subcloud layer, thunderstorms today will produce stronger downdrafts. And that is going to create some stronger winds down toward the surface with the heavier storms today. So that highlights the potential of a few storms that could produce some strong damaging winds. Other than that, these values don't really jump off the page at you. You see the possible hazard type on the right there is severe. So that indicates severe storms are possible in this kind of environment. And again, with a little bit of veering of the winds with altitude, we just can't rule out one of those brief little spin-up tornadoes, mainly to the northwest of us, but I suppose one is not completely out of the question, even here in Phoenix today. All right, tonight, things calm down a bit. A slight chance of an evening storm, otherwise partly cloudy. Overnight lows in the 60s to near 70. And then tomorrow, mostly sunny sky returns. High temperatures upper 80s to low 90s. We'll see a return to high clouds coming in on Thursday, a mostly cloudy day. Highs mid to upper 80s as troughing is building to the west of us, ridging to the east. And that's going to increase the pressure gradient by Thursday night and especially Friday. Check it out. These are the winds at the 500 millibar level, or about 18,000 feet up. And you've got 80 to 85 knot winds coming across the state. Now, there might be a weak disturbance or two that passes by with that. And so as a result, we might just see a few showers popping up through the day on Friday. Even if we do, though, again, the subcloud layer is fairly dry, so it wouldn't amount to a whole lot. But a brief passing shower is not out of the question Friday with a mostly cloudy sky and high temperatures falling back a few degrees, likely mid-80s. Now, the weekend is looking fantastic. That trough is going to pass by to the north of us, and it's going to pull down a bit more cool air into the southwest. So Saturday, mostly sunny, drier conditions. We start the day out in the upper 50s to mid-60s. High temperatures, upper 70s and low 80s. Just a gorgeous day. Sunday looks pretty good too. Some passing high clouds, otherwise mostly sunny, and high temperatures in the mid-80s. Now on Monday, the weather pattern starts to transition and the forecast confidence decreases just a little bit. We see a trough developing out over the Pacific Northwest, and that should drop to the southeast with time. But Monday looks like a fairly quiet day. Some clouds around, high temperatures mid-80s. Then a week from today, this is Tuesday, the 12th, and the GFS shows that trough, most of its energy and dynamic support passing to the north of Arizona, moving through the Rockies, and somewhat cooler air coming in behind it. And that would drop high temperatures perhaps below the 80-degree mark. We could be in the mid and upper 70s if this is correct. But let me show you, this is the European, the same time. This is Tuesday, the 12th. And it's got a much colder and deeper solution, a bit of a slower solution too. And if this is correct, boy, temperatures would really be heading down. Once this passes by on Wednesday of next week, the European has high temperatures here in Phoenix in the mid-60s. And keeping high temperatures only in the upper 30s and 40s in the mountains. So a very cold system. I'm pretty sure the European solution is a bit overdone, although it has remained very consistent. The GFS has flip-flopped a little bit as to the timing and intensity of this, so we'll just have to see. But for now, it does appear that much cooler temperatures are in the offing by about the middle part of next week. Highs will be at least 15 degrees below normal if this verifies. All right, let's go back to the GFS. This is the end of the forecast period. Thursday, the 14th of October, a zonal flow here. And high temperatures would be fairly close to, or maybe just a degree or three shy of seasonal averages. Taking a look at the European at the same time, Thursday, the 14th, it's got a bowling ball low going right up there into North Dakota. probably a big rain and heavy snow event associated with that across the Rockies and the western Dakotas there. And east of that, maybe a few strong storms. We would continue to have troughing and well below average heights here, and temperatures would be significantly below normal if this solution pans out as you see here. Let's check out rainfall for the Phoenix area. This is coming off of the GFS ensemble, and this is running out through the next couple of weeks. You see the ensemble mean there is between about 1/3 and 1/2 inch. Most of that occurring today, although I really think that rainfall amounts are probably going to be less than that for at least most of us. An isolated spot or two could certainly see more. And then temperatures off the national blend of models, and boy, does this look nice. Highs mainly in the 80s, and then we drop into the 70s by the middle part of next week, and those overnight lows, well, you know what's going to happen there. They're going to drop into the 50s, especially in those cooler spots, but maybe even in the mid-city if this cooler projection, especially coming off the European, were to verify. All right, that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video scheduled for tomorrow morning, but updates may be necessary before that, depending on how things play out. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever a brand new video is posted, you'll get the notice. Your comments, questions, and suggestions, they're always encouraged as well. I thank you so much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. You guys be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated out there. I know temperatures are coming down, but you still got to drink plenty of water. Watch your kids around the swimming pool as well, and have yourselves a wonderful Tuesday.